This video, I'll be sharing with you the top 5 secrets your doctor isn't telling you about beating cancer. So let's dive in. First thing you need to know is the fact that cancer needs certain nutrients to live and to survive, and it needs some fuel sources, and those fuel sources are the major ones are glucose, you have fatty acids, and you have glutamine. These fuel sources must be adequately blocked to starve cancer cells. When cancer cells are starved, they wither and they die. And we have some repurposed medications that have been found to be highly effective for blocking some of these fuel sources of cancer cells. The repurposed medications are actually pharmaceuticals that are used for some other health issues, but they have been found to be very effective in starving cancer cells, in blocking the access that cancer has to these fuel sources that it greatly needs to survive. So some of the repurposed medications are metformin, which is normally used to control glucose levels. It's been found to help to block the glutamine pathway and to block the glucose fuel source. Another pharmaceutical repurposed medication is statins. The statins block the fatty acids fuel source of the cancer cells, and we also have mebendazole and doxycycline. These are also used to block the fuel sources that it needs to survive. There are also phytochemicals that does the same thing, like berberine, niacin. We have citrus bergamot and all that, and so on and so forth. So what they do is that they help to place the cancer cells under metabolic stress and eventual death. So it's important that in any protocol that you have been given or that you're undergoing, you must adequately block the fuel sources of cancer for you to have a very good result at the end of the day. The second secret to eliminating cancer cells completely is to eliminate cancer stem cells. Cancer stem cells are found together with the fast dividing cells of cancer. As you can see on the screen, we have the yellow balls representing the fast dividing cells and the red balls representing the cancer stem cells. Chemotherapy and most conventional treatments, they take care of, like radiotherapy, and surgery, they take care of the fast dividing cells, but they do little to nothing. They do nothing to the cancer stem cells. And these cancer stem cells, the evil thing about them is that they become resistant to chemo later, and they go ahead to seed new tumors. And so it is important in any cancer treatment to, apart from eradicating the fast dividing cells, there must be protocols that adequately arrest the cancer stem cells, because it is these cancer stem cells, they are one of the things responsible for cancer recurrence and the spread of cancer. It must be adequately eradicated. There are some phytochemicals that have been extensively studied and found to be highly effective in eradicating cancer stem cells. They are curcumin, EGCG, which is a catechins from green tea extract. We also have another phytochemical called resveratrol, and then genistein, which is a from soybeans, and also another product is sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is found in a lot of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. These are phytochemicals that have been found to help to eradicate cancer stem cells. There are other There are other repurposed pharmaceuticals that are also very useful in that are also useful in eradicating cancer stem cells. We have intravenous vitamin C with low dose azithromycin and doxycycline. That combination effectively helps to also eradicate cancer stem cells. So eradicating cancer stem cells is not optional, it is mandatory for great results. The third secret is the fact that you must normalize the tumor microenvironment to beat cancer effectively. The tumor microenvironment is the environment surrounding the cancer, and the cancer cells secrete certain chemicals around the environment, and what they do is that they help build a fortress around the cancer cells, and the fortress helps prevent the chemotherapeutic agents from effectively having access to the to the cancer cells and eradicating them. The accumulation in the tumor environment, we have over there rapidly growing tumor cells that cause conditions such as hypoxia, acidity, nutrient deficiency, accumulation of waste product within the environment. So as you can see here, all these that are listed here, tumor growth, angiogenesis, invasion and metastasis, hypoxia, these are the things that occur as a result in the tumor microenvironment as a result of what it secretes around it. All this helps it to proliferate and to grow. The other important fact to know is that in the tumor microenvironment, there are certain phytochemicals again that can be used to eradicate some of the proteins, some of the enzymes like the MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, that are secreted, that helps the cancer cells to escape and to invade other organs. They are responsible for invasion and metastasis. So these matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs, that are in the tumor microenvironment must be eradicated, and there are phytochemicals that can be used to eradicate them. One of them is fucoidan. Fucoidan is found in brown seaweed, just like bladderwrack. And another phytochemicals that can be used to normalize the tumor microenvironment is resveratrol, ellagic acid, and curcumin, and there are others. Apart from the phytochemicals, there are also off-label pharmaceuticals that helps to reverse some of these activities in the tumor microenvironment. One of them is dipyridamole. Dipyridamole is normally used to thin the blood to prevent blood cells from sticking together, but it's been found to be a powerful MM9 inhibitor. The matrix metalloproteinases, which the tumor uses for invasion and metastasis, there are about 23 of them. So different cancer cells have different MMPs from 1 to 23. So the dipyridamole helps to inhibit the MMP9, which is found to be MMP9 is common with some kind of cancers, just like we have MMP7 that is common with triple negative cancer. So sometimes the person needs to find out the kind of MMPs that's the kind of MMPs that that particular cancer the person has is secretes. Okay, so another pharmaceutical off-label product that can be used for normalizing the tumor microenvironment are propranolol and doxycycline. Propranolol is used to treat angina, to treat hypertension, and in some cases migraine. But research found that it can be used to block the actions of MMP2 and MMP9, while doxycycline, which is an antibiotic, is a powerful MMP9 inhibitor. And it's unfortunate that a lot with conventional treatment, very little has been done to target these MMPs, and most times they are completely overlooked by oncologists, and they are responsible for the tumor invasion, tumor metastasis, and all that. So for anyone to have a very good result, the microenvironment of the cancer cells, the tumor cells, must be normalized. The next secret is that all the major hallmarks of cancer must be targeted and inhibited. The hallmarks of cancers are actually what makes a cancer cell, so to say. They are characteristics that are exhibited by cancer cells that are not found in normal cells. So all these hallmarks, all this must be targeted. For example, all cancer cells have their stem cells. They must be targeted and eradicated. They all have, there's inflammation. It is induced by the tumor microenvironment, and it could be systemic or it could be local. All inflammation must be suppressed. The other hallmarks of cancer: genetic instability, evading growth suppressors, abnormal cell signaling, replicative immortality, that is, normal cells die after a predetermined number of cell division, but cancer cells are capable of infinite cell division, so to say, immortality. So the treatment plan there is to block the activities of enzymes responsible for indefinite proliferation. So other hallmarks are resistance to apoptosis, angiogenesis, invasion and metastasis, evading immune attack. All these must be targeted and inhibited for effective clearance of cancer from the system. Lastly, you must plan for long-term management, especially after you've been told that your cancer is in remission. You must not just relax and just feel it's all over. It's over, but not completely over, because it requires a great deal of effort to be cancer-free. Cancer is a long-term problem and will need management just like diabetes or hypertension. It will be a big mistake for anyone that has been told that their cancer is in remission for you to go back to the way you've been eating, unhealthy food choices, unhealthy lifestyle. To be a very grave mistake to go back to such lifestyle. It is important that you continue some of the supplements that you were taking to block all these the pathways mentioned. Everything you were taking that helped you to to get to remission, is important that you continue to take them. And it's also important that you cultivate a healthy lifestyle, make healthy choices, reduce your level of stress, exercise regularly, spend time outdoors, eat nutrient-dense food. Also, it's important that you eliminate senescent cells. Senescent cells are cells that have entered a dormant state, either from treatment with chemotherapy or radiotherapy, or they are just older cells that have stopped dividing because of the aging process. So the senescent cells that becomes accumulated into the system as a result of the treatment you have undergone, they all must be eradicated, because senescent cells secrete large amounts of inflammatory molecules. and cancer promoting growth factors, which can increase the risk of cancer recurrence. So they must be eradicated. It's important that senescent cells are eradicated after cancer treatment, because they can go ahead to begin to, seed new growth that will also cause a cancer recurrence apart from cancer stem cells. And it's important that you maintain a healthy immune system. Take things that are very good for boosting your immune system and your natural killer cells, like IP6 inositol, and also make sure you have optimal blood work. Your ferritin levels must be in optimal range. Your triglycerides, your fasting insulin and fasting glucose levels, and some other blood tests like that, they must all be in optimal range. If you have received some value from this video, I'd like you to click the like button and please subscribe so that you don't miss awesome videos like this that we'll be releasing. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.